about the end goal. Do you know what the end goal is? Picture it in your mind and see yourself already there. You must see the invincible for you to do the impossible. The challenge you go through is what you grow through. Stop praying for your challenge in life to stop. Pray that you grow through it. Shut down every negativity and don't give a damn about what others think. You didn't start the journey with anyone. You can step into the arena alone. You can do it alone. You can feed yourself alone. You can fight alone. You have to prove everyone who tries to break you wrong. Some people will come to your business to challenge you. Some people will enter your system and quit for you to wake up. If you are not careful, you remain stagnant. Don't be watching others flying when you are at the edge. When you get to the edge, jump to the next step. I don't care about the challenges any of you face, because you have choice. You can choose to be bitter in this life. You can choose to be angry with yourself. You can choose to be very provoked with what is happening, or you can still choose to be resilient and push through. The choices you make are in your hands. If it is challenge, they will come. But the choice is how you choose to deal with those challenges depends on you. What do you do when no one is watching you? What do you do when no one is listening to your conversation? What do you do when no one is around to monitor what you're doing? At those moments, this is your defining moments in life. These are the times you will make things that will shake the whole world first. You have been pushed to the limits. That is when you have to stand for yourself. The greatest challenge of a human being is the power, the ability of growing in the dark. Building up something in the dark is one of the greatest challenges that every one of you is having. Do you know what darkness is? That's another big question. How do you actually build yourself when nothing is moving? These are your dark moments. Can you really build during your storm? Can you really build during when you are down? Can you really build when no support is coming? No one is helping you, don't see help coming. Can you build? The secret of change is not building, holding on to the old. But how do you move to the next level, the next life? You've had your own fair share of it. It came, it passed. It will pass. I said, this moment will pass. This imperfection will pass. This stage of life will definitely pass. If you don't know, it will pass. I've been there in those seats. I've seen the same thing you've seen. I did not cling to the old. I did not remember. That's why when I'm telling you my stories, I don't tell you the stories of when I was wealthy. The day where I touched money in this life. There were times I had money in this life. I have never mentioned it, because they are already in the past. But you only hear me. In my worst time of life was during my pump attendant. I clinged on to that story, because that was the time I became man. The secret of change in life is when you are not fighting with the old. But how can I get to the new one? How can I step into my new level? Do not cling on what you had before. People touched money before you did disappear. SIM card is cheap. You see, iPhone is very expensive. But no matter what, that same iPhone will need the SIM card. Your time will come. Life is turn by turn. This is your dark moment. Build in the dark and announce it when it is finished. Don't worry. This moment will pass. Keep building in your dark times. This moment will surely pass. It will not last forever. Push to the limits. They want to test your resolve. They want to test your ability. Push to the limits. I said push to the limits. When people want to break you down, push to the limits. When they want to test your resolve, push to the limits. You know what it feels to quit in this life. You know what it feels to give up in this life. But how many of you have tested victory? How many of you know what it means to have 100 billion in your accounts? How many of you have known what it means to have 200 billion in your accounts? How many of you know what it means to give up 1 billion as donation? You know what it feels to quit, But do you really know what it feels for you to win in this life? Do you know what it really means for you to what? To never give up in this life. Fight to test it. If you don't allow test time, make you ma test time. If you don't allow to give away, make you ma to give away in this life. Work, grind, and fight to get what you want. Tell yourself that I'm going to fight. I am going to grind. I am going to work for my dream in this life. Nothing is going to stop you if you actually desire it. The walk on the hill is never as hungry as that one that is still climbing in this life. Are you going to be hungry? Keep your hunger, it should be your push in this life. When you want to let go, when you want to quit, when you want to get tired, just remember the obstacles, the things you have overcome in this life. Let it be your pushing. You have seen more than what you are seeing in this business. You have seen more challenges before in the past. You have seen more insult, much rejection from the world, more than what you are seeing now. When you think that nothing else in your time, the time means what? Yourself, your body. Look into yourself, look into the eyes and say, I will, I must, and I will fight for it. Something is still there. You have been pushed to the limit. Don't drift away. Jump! Take your next jump from the cliff. The reason why people don't become what they want to be in this life is because of the attachment of what they are before. I was a banker, it's a limitation. I was a wealthy man, it's a limitation. You have lost it. Go for more. Don't leave your own dream at home thinking that you want to come and fulfill my own dream. Your dream is your own dream. Your journey is your own journey. Some of your fears in this life is because you are afraid in this life because you don't want to die before the world sees the real self of you. You are afraid to die before the world sees you becoming a billionaire. You are afraid to die before the world sees that you are maxing out. Ordinary man, when you work extra, you become an extraordinary man. You started this journey alone. Finish it alone. When you want to give up in this life, remember there was a time you signed the contract yourself. Tell yourself, I can't start something and I will never finish it in this life. Tell yourself, I will, I must, and I can. Say, I will, I must, and I can. And that is the only thing that can actually push you through in this life. You don't own success. You take it. Take success, my